So if there is no more oral feedback, I request first Amit Balani sir to share his suggestion to participants as well as to me, and then gradually I will ask other. Yes.
Thank you, Gopal Ji. Uh, Good evening, Dave sir. Good evening, Naresh sir. This is really, I'm always following that Gopal Ji is always, having, whenever we see WhatsApp or LinkedIn, the announcement of the new course is always there at regular intervals. एक महीना 2 महीना हम लोग देखते हैं कि अब फर्स्ट मैंने लॉकडाउन में देखा था इन्होंने जब अपना पहला वर्जन चालू किया था रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए टेक्नोलॉजी में उसके बाद ऑलमोस्ट 20+ एडिशंस हो गए हैं शायद उसके भी जो ये वर्कशॉप पूरा कराते हैं
23 हो गए सर
23 तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात होती है लगातार और कभी कभी तो इनके इस तरह के प्रोग्राम्स में देयर आर मोर देन 100 पार्टिसिपेंट्स so and many young assistant professors sometimes experienced teachers also like Sapna madam and Mukesh ji and all those people his way of teaching the things his way of discussing telling the things is really good so he speaks from the heart तो इतना तो हमारा इंटरेक्शंस है और हम देखते हैं तो और अभी सब पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने जैसा बताया कि they have learned a lot and his way of explaining the things is something that is connect between the teacher and the student तो मतलब मैं तो अभी सजेशन दे पाऊं गोपाल जी को मैं उस कंडीशन में नहीं हूं मतलब एक्चुअली हम तो खुद इंस्पिरेशन लेते हैं गोपाल जी से कि इन्होंने लगातार जो एक काम को इतने अच्छे ढंग से इन्होंने किया है जिम्मेदारी से और जो ये कहते हैं कि हमारा काम है साइंटिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन को स्टूडेंट्स तक पहुंचाना और जहां भी जिसको भी गैप लग रहा है वो करना आई ऑल्सो अप्रिशिएट ऑल दीज फैकल्टी मेंबर्स कभी कभी मैंने ये भी देखा है कि हम लोग जब टीचिंग लाइन में आ जाते हैं नॉट ऑल बट कुछ लोगों में ऐसा हो जाता है कि हम दूसरे से सीखने या पीयर लर्निंग को शायद या तो डाउट्स होते हैं या कई बार कुछ लोग डेरोगेट करते हैं तो थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है बट रियली मतलब आई अप्रिशिएट ऑल दीज पीपल कि उनको जहां भी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है so they are learning this is also very nice gesture by all the faculty members और यही as a teacher when we decide to teach we must not cease to learn तो really बहुत अच्छा लगा इतने अच्छे प्रोफाइल के लोगों को डिस्कस करना उनको बताना और फिर उनका अप्रिशिएशन मिलना ये बहुत बड़ी बात है so I'm really inspired and impressed by Gopal ji's effort thank you
Thank you. So generally, I'm lucky that participants are teacher and they also openly give oral feedback. So I'm very lucky because I have observed because I interact every year more than 2,000, 3,000. So generally they hesitate to share his or her feedback. But so I'm lucky and I'm thankful to all the participants here, those who are present. They have shared his or her, despite of they are senior to me, they have shared his feedback or her feedback. So thank you, Amit sir. Now I request Naresh Kumar sir to share his feedback and suggestion to participants to me. Sir has more than 35 years of experience and he has held so many positions as HOD, as a director, as a research director in different institutions.
Good evening, everyone, and nice to hear the feedback from all the participants. And it's very, very nice that all the senior people, everyone is participating and enjoying this. And what is interesting is that central dogma, which was there for a long time in 1960s, where it has got initiated, now it has changed the form into this omics thing. So it expanded from individual genes and proteins to genome and proteome and all the things. So this is a simple central dogma expansion. And the interesting aspect is this is a complete representation of an organism and functions and so on and so forth. So understanding at this level is very, very useful to get a complete overview of an organism. although we say this, in reality, we still do not understand. We have a lot of data. We have so much of this information, but we still are amazed at the way even simple microbes function. And you can see that how simple microbes are able to uh, grow under harsh conditions, variety of nutrient conditions and everything. And it's amazing. So still we are far away from understanding the total picture, but the tools have become very, very sophisticated. So Gopalji is giving some insight into these tools, from simple proteins to looking at the larger picture. So hopefully they will start looking the same microbes in a different way. Although I said for microbes, the same thing is true for other organisms, but other things are going to be a little bit more complicated because they are multicellular and more complicated structure, physiology, and higher aspects of phenomena will come. So, so that's biology. So, complexity is a part of our life, and scientists are all the time trying to understand this complexity and trying to unravel some sort of a concept. And this effort will continue. And in the coming years, probably Gopalji, I can see next 10 years, he's going to, or maybe sooner, he's going to tell you how machine learning and artificial intelligence are going to be used in understanding this proteomics or genomics and so on and so forth. So all the young people are going to be excited about this, using this new computer concepts. That's a very, very fascinating area. I hope somebody gives, again, some sort of a very effective lectures on this artificial learning and machine learning for understanding biological process. And that, of course, I don't know how many people know that. I also am not very clear about it, although general idea I have, but I don't know intricacies of that. So biology is fascinating with its complexity and charisma. Gopalji, I'm sure the way he is progressing from recombinant DNA to genomics and proteomics, I'm sure he's going to be a messenger in conveying this uh, nice developments in biology. So hope all of you have great time, and we will best wishes to Gopalji to continue and do whatever he is doing in a nice way. Good luck.
Thank you very much, sir. So, sir, I am delivering whatever I have learned during my PhD and postdoc. Rarely I include more and more knowledge, but yes, whatever I have learned during my PhD, 6 years of PhD, 2 years of postdoc, and some, so that things I'm trying to convey in simpler way. I'm not increasing more domain. All those domains, most of these domains, proteomics and genomics, as well as RDT, I have most of the things I have experienced during my PhD and postdoc. That's why new things, even in this machine learning, I am not knowing even ABC of this machine learning. So it's difficult to start. So generally, I oppose this trend that once we learn whatever means I have observed in private institutions, people learn MSc, people teaching MSc, then how they will teach? In most of the private institutions, they hire MSc, fresh MSc. That is the tyranny of our country. How people will learn same year and next year they will deliver. That is very difficult. So they cannot convince. At least 10 years gap or 5 years gap should be required between the student or other, through that experimentation and other things.
Oh, Gopalji, that is a different ball game. Don't worry about it.
Sir,
NEP 2020 is going to take care of that, because online courses and digital university and so many things are going to come. Probably government is aware of that, and the solutions are going to come. So
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request and Professor Praveen Verma, sir, to share his view. Praveen Verma, sir, is professor at Life Science, School of Life Science, Jawaharlal Nehru University. He is R&D head also. Before joining Life Science, he was serving at NIPGR, National Institute of Plant Genomic Research. Welcome, sir. Please share your view briefly, and then I will request my guru, Sailesh Dave, sir, to lastly conclude. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Gopalji. First of all, namaskar to all the participants as well as the Professor Naresh Kumar and Professor Dabe. So this is it's raining heavily in the Delhi right now. So that's why sorry to being late in the joining the proceedings. So this is the genomics and proteomics course that Gopalji has started. I think during COVID you have started this particular
नहीं
course.
सर, ये बाद में स्टार्ट किया.
Oh, it
RDT
is-
कोर्स मैंने वो कोविड में शुरू किया था, बाद में 1 साल बाद ये शुरू किया. यस सर.
Started and then
यस सर.
I think if you see even modern text, hardly you will find in genomic and proteomics the basic knowledge of genomics and proteomics. Where of the books they do have right now, they have the application oriented these things. But what are the basics of genomics and proteomics? That is very, very important. I think you are doing wonderful job in this regard. And not only that, Professor Naresh Kumar also may recall this thing that the participants they come from all over India. Not only all there is a pan India, but also I have seen in your course that people are joining from Sri Lanka and many other countries as well during the COVID times. So this is it means your the course is getting popular day by day. So that most important thing is for the students that right now whenever you are going for any interview or exam like CS, UGC, the JRF exam, there these type of things you are going to lack in your the present knowledge. So this is going to add upon that. So that is very, very important for all of you. And I wish very best to this particular course, as well as I wish all the participants the best of their career. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for joining. Thank you for your speech and addressing our participants as well as me. And now I invite our guru Sailesh Dave, sir, Professor Sailesh Dave. Please share your views, sir. Yes.
Okay. Good evening, Professor Naresh Kumar and Dr. Praveen, Dr. Amit, and Gopal Jee Gopal. No, it is nice to meet at least all these things online, and that is one of the reasons that I always join. And whenever I am having time, immediately I say yes, I will join. Now, looking to the participant, no, it is as one of the participant who gave the feedback. No, she is from an undergraduate class. She has just finished undergraduate, and a senior most teacher who is having nearly 15 to 20 years of experience. This shows the requirement of this type of the basic genomic and proteomic courses for the development of the subject, because those who have joined before 15 years or so, or a people like us, at that time the genomic and proteomics was not that much detail taught in any university. So the teachers, they may be knowing very well other field, but if they want to do some work in 21st century, it is the century of the, we can say, genomic, proteomics, and synthetic biology or artificial intelligence. And as Professor Naresh Kumar has mentioned, whatever may be the next domain, a synthetic biology or artificial intelligence or other thing will come, but it requires the basic fundamental knowledge of a genomics and proteomics. It is directly or indirectly related. If the teacher and the students they are familiar with this, student can do very well in their during their PhD, and if the teachers are attending, it is irrespective of the age. If you want to become a good ideal teacher, I think we should not feel any shyness to attend any of the course where we are interested. And I'm knowing the Gopalji from many years when he was doing his MSc from our department, and he is putting stress on the MCQ. And when you want to put the stress on the MCQ, you have to critically discuss even each sentence, because between the line, what that sentence means, no, when we are reading the books or when we are attending the class, no, we may not understand. And this will be helpful to all the participants. And as one of the participants has suggested, that I also request Gopal Jee Gopal not to include in this course, but at least he can take 1 or 2 lectures how to do the preparation for the NET exam, because he is teaching for the undergraduate teacher, undergraduate student, but after MSc, those who want to get admissions in the PhD, so he can have the basic fundamental preparation method, because he cannot cover in 1 or 2 lectures. If he wants to consider that particular course, once again it requires a 15 days or 20 days course minimum, but he can give 1 or 2 lectures for this, then that would be useful for the youngsters, those who want to pursue this. And I am very happy to have the feedback from many of participants, and no, that is our treasure. Being a senior teacher, when any student, those who have studied under you, and they will become also a very good teacher, no, that is our asset. And Gopalji has fulfilled this, and he is doing this job for the betterment of the larger society. Because when we teach to only one college or one class, no, he is conducting the online courses. So as we have seen now, at least one of the participants from Bangalore, she gave her feedback, one from the Calcutta side, and one from the MS University, and one from Vidyanagar. So not only from the state, but all over the India, the participants are participating, and that is the good job he is doing. So all the best, and all the best to all the participants, and I'm sure that at least you must have learned some fundamentals of the genomics and the proteomics, which will be useful to you in your future life. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So keep अपना आशीर्वाद देते रहिए, बस ठीक रहेगा सब, है ना?
आशीर्वाद तो हम इतने बड़े तो नहीं है, but we are always with you, and
गुरु का आशीर्वाद तो चाहिए ही, बड़े का आशीर्वाद चाहिए ही. I have tried honestly, whatever I commit, I have tried to deliver without any ifs and buts. So this is today's last day. So thank you all our guests, Davesh sir, Naresh Kumar sir, Praveen Kumar Verma sir, Amit Balani sir, for joining us in short notice. And always, sometimes seniors must be present when someone share his or her feedback. So that is role of guest, and to suggest based on that feedback. So I'm always privileged to get your blessing and suggestions and all these things. So thank you.